To be honest, it is difficult for me to present where to start on the subject of the potential impact of visual arts in the future of education, which is a very large issue. Firstly, we need to acknowledge that it is an integral part of modern society and that visual art and form is heavily dependent on visual art and visual form. So we need to discuss why it is important to talk about the potential of the visual arts in the future. The first point is that art education has been recognized as an important means of developing creativity and intellectual flexibility in students. Secondly, visual culture is a part of everyday life and has an important role to play in education. Therefore, the visual arts have great potential for the future of arts education. How to develop creative thinking in the classrooms of the future of arts education is the question of the moment. In the art classrooms of the future, the traditional art-only specialisms will gradually diminish and the visual arts will become more about expressing students' own ideas and allowing them to create work that interests them. In the future of art education, new media elements will influence visual arts education. Under the influence of new media, the forms of art information become diverse and more easily accessible. Art resources and educational methods will also change, with visual arts education becoming public. Exposure to challenging and high-quality visual arts projects. Arts education will build a more flexible curriculum model. For the future of visual arts education in the target group, therefore, creative thinking is considered primary and paramount. This is a priority development goal for visual arts education. With the development of new media, young people will be exposed to an increasingly diverse. The forms of visual arts education are becoming more and more diverse. The aim of arts education is tonable students of all ages to progress through a holistic, balanced, and progressive learning process. Arts education in most parts of the world is confined to one form. In the future, arts education should be integrated into all areas. In the future of arts education, more visual arts will be used as an aid to the classroom, with visual art forms such as slides being used as the basis for classroom discussions. What is needed in the classroom will be better presented to the students. Finally, in the future, visual arts education will need to continue to strengthen the position of public art education and break down strict boundaries. For example, art education in the future will not be confined to schools and classrooms, but can take place in galleries and museums, as well as in public and social spaces of everyday life. Visual arts education will become increasingly diverse and accessible in the future and will make better arts education available to a wider range of people.